Chiropractic care for cats? Say what now? I'm Dr. Vicky, and this is Tally, who does not want to be in my lap right now. I'll get her in a minute. I am the gentle chiropractor for your pets. Now what we're going to do in this video, there's two things I can do and there's one thing I cannot do. I cannot show you how I adjust a cat because I am in Missouri. And in Missouri, a veterinarian by law has to be with a chiropractor when a chiropractor treats your pet. And I am at home, so can't adjust her right now. But when you bring your kitty in to see me, it will be at a veterinarian's office. What I can do in this video is show you what to look for in your own kitty to make sure that they are happy and healthy, or see if they need to be seen by a chiropractor. And I'll show you what a chiropractic checkup looks like, what the actual evaluation side of it looks like, and what I'm looking for in your kitty. Now, I say kitty, and obviously that is not a kitten. She is a big cat, and she is 9 years old, which is about mid-age for kitties. We all like to think that our cats will stay young and happy and healthy forever, and we can definitely keep them happy and healthy as long as possible. Chiropractic care definitely helps with that. So if your kitty is starting to get into her middle-age years, or a little bit older, even into her senior years, definitely things to look for. Number one, is she still eating like she normally does? Natalie's kind of fed up with me because I have been giving her treats all morning, trying to get her just to like sit in my lap, and she's not having it. Get a treat. Another thing to check is, how is her skin feeling? How is her fur feeling? Does she have any unusual rough patches in her fur or balding patches? That could be a sign that she's licking or something's uncomfortable, so she's chewing at it. Same thing for sores in her skin. She might be chewing at something that's really uncomfortable. She doesn't want to stay in my lap. Good cat. Also want to see, how well is she playing? She's not right now, because she's mad at me because I woke her up from a nap, which is fine. But she's tracking her toy. You also want to see how well she's moving. So she'll turn her head all the way to this side. Can we get her to track? And turn all the way to the other side. Kitten. Dad. Go girl. So she turns well on both directions. Another thing to check is, does she seem uncomfortable when you pet her in any particular spot? Does she flinch? Does her ear twitch? See how well she's moving. Everything seems nice and symmetrical. Good girl. Does she sit evenly? Or does she always lean to one side? Does she lay down or flopped on one side or the other? So when you bring your kitty in to see me, what I'm going to be looking for is, I'm looking to feel how her muscles are along her spine. Is anything tight? Does she have any knots? Pets get knots just like we do. And seeing, are there any hot spots? Does she have any sores in her skin? Does she have any rough patches in her fur like you were looking for? And I'm also going to be checking her joint motion. Joints are like your front door. If the hinges are oiled well, they're moving well, door will move just fine. The joints will move just fine. If they're a little rusty, door might not move so well. So how well do the joints move? Is there a squirrel out there? There's a squirrel out there. Oh, girl. I'm just supporting her, and I'm being very, very gentle. She's just squirmy because she doesn't want to be held right now, which is fine. Everything is extremely gentle and very supported. If I'm checking her neck, that's nice and gentle as well. I'm not holding her by the throat. She's just leaning into me. I'm just supporting her head so that she feels stable, like her head isn't being pushed around weirdly while I'm pressing on her neck. I'm just gently supporting her chin as I check her neck motion. So Tally's doing really well. She has no sores on her skin right now. She's got no weird spots in her fur. She's acting normally, which is to say she's not wanting to be held by my choice. She would prefer if it's her choice, which is normal for her. She's eating normally as I bribe her with a million treats. Get it. Good girl. Good girl. Showbiz with animals, man. Good girl. She's eating normally. Her behavior seems normal. She's not any extra cranky or any extra sleepy or lethargic. She's doing great. Joint motion is doing well. I adjusted her recently, so she doesn't have anything going on at the moment. But usually for her, somewhere around the middle of her back is what tends to get stuck. Now, Tally doesn't have an issue with her wrists, but it's actually very common in cats that do a lot of jumping to have issues with their wrists. Tally doesn't really have that because she's more of a ground cat. There's ground cats and there's tree cats. Tally is a ground cat. She likes to go low. She does get up high. We've got some shelves on the walls for her to climb around on, but she prefers to be on the ground. Now, cats that are tree cats that like to go up high and like to jump down off of high places, they can usually get some stiffness in their wrists because they land on their front feet first. And especially if your kitty is a little heftier than the vet would recommend, that's that much more stress that's going to go through their wrists as they're jumping down, especially as they get older. So that's definitely something that I would check on some older kitties, especially if they're tree cats. All right, guys, that is how you would check your kitty to make sure that they're doing well, and how I will check their kitty to make sure that they're doing well when you come in for a chiropractic checkup for your kitty cat. Now, if you see any of those signs that I mentioned, definitely bring your kitty in for some chiropractic care. If you don't and they seem to be doing well, that is wonderful. Get them in for a chiropractic checkup to make sure that they stay happy and healthy and feeling like a kitten no matter where they are in their 9 lives. You know, we put gas in our cars before it runs on empty. We give our cars oil changes before the engine blows. Get your kitty checked out for chiropractic care before there's a problem so that that problem doesn't come up. To see if I should be working with your kitty, give me a call at 636-751-3150. We'll find out if I'm a good fit for your kitty cat. I'm Dr. Vicky, and this is Tally, and I'm the gentle chiropractor for your pets.